Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Wellness Wake Up. We are here with Stephanie Peachy from Peachy Counselling and Family Support. So we've gone through lots of beautiful things about what you're offering here. I think some of the things that you offer are important to share with the audience. Talk to us a little bit about the programs that you've got here for children and families.
Sure. So one of the programs we're really excited about is our Girl Talk program. And this is a program for girls aged 10 to 14 around self-esteem and body image. The program, it's 6 weeks. We have been running it online, but really hopeful to be having it just in small group in person. And the focus of this group is to support girls in again, developing that really positive self-image, body image, healthy relationships, an understanding of the realities of Instagram and TikTok and all the challenging influences that those can have on girls. And we just really thought, this was something that we were seeing repeatedly in young girls coming in and in knowing at the age of 10, which still surprises me that that's the age that girls lose a lot of their self-esteem and start to have those challenges. So we thought no better place for girls to learn together than with other girls.
That's incredible. I have 2 daughters myself. They're older, 18 and 21. And I know now we often talk about the fact that they're happy that they're at an older age when Instagram and TikTok and all those things have been introduced, because 10 is young and 8 is young. And I have a niece that's 12, and I know TikTok is very prevalent in the youth today. So for what you're seeing and what you're suggesting, is there any sort of pieces of advice that you could even give to parents that are maybe, their kids are maybe, addicted to their phones, or they're, how they can create structure around that and make some difference?
Yeah, the phones are challenging because we've seen over time it's impacting them so massively, because I think as an adult how I could spend an hour scrolling, no problem, it's mindless. But I always recognize I have the lens to filter it through, right? So when we think about our young girls, and I have a daughter who's 8, and I'm thinking about what is she looking at and how is that impacting her? So I think there's 2 pieces that are important. One is a parent, depending on the age of your child, being really mindful, what are they looking at? What do they have access to? Are there parental controls? Can you sit beside them and just, say, what are you checking out? Let me see that. But also I think the other piece is the education and talking to them about the realities of Instagram and TikTok. Let's talk about why this person looks the way they do, or how much money they potentially have, or how their life is very different from what yours is, and how do we manage those expectations and thinking, yes, that person's maybe very famous, but that's a very different life, and it's not a comparable. Right? So I think the educational piece is critical so that they can start to view these things through that lens of understanding it's not necessarily reality that we're always seeing.
Right. And I think that's important to understand, because, everything looks beautiful on Instagram. Even as an adult myself, I think, you look at these things and you think, wow, like their life just seems so beautiful and so amazing. And then you really understand that that's not the truth, right? And so trying to teach that to our youth, trying to teach that to our, the young boys and girls that are on even TikTok, right? I find for TikTok for me is new for me, but there are educational pieces attached to TikTok for sure. I can see that, but I think if we can sort of remind them that isn't really always the truth, right? That's on the other side of the lens.
Yeah, and I think it's the same. Same. When I think about kids, I think about what as adults do we need to be mindful of, and what do our kids then maybe need even more of that, right? And as an adult and as somebody who does this for a living, I get caught up in that, right? Of saying, they've done more than me during the pandemic. They had a better summer than I did. But we don't post pictures of our kids having temper tantrums, right? Or their messy rooms, or the day at the beach where you leave early because everyone's screaming. We only post those great moments.
Exactly.